From this super old LEGO surveillance scooter to this insanely rare Spider-Man minifigure, here are 23 LEGO items you've definitely never seen before. This version of Spider-Man is so rare that LEGO fanatics can't agree on whether it actually ever released or not, which really says something, because LEGO fans are some of the most dedicated fans of all time. So for them to not be able to figure something out is pretty crazy. I bet you didn't know this guy existed, but don't worry, I'll tell you more about him by the end of this video. Okay, now for the actual list. At number 1, we have the double-decker couch from the LEGO movie. Now, we all love the LEGO movie, right? But how many of you actually knew that they made real-life sets from that movie? Well, in 2015, this set was brought to life. It was Emmett's greatest invention.
The double-decker couch.
This set has a total of 197 pieces, and even comes complete with 5 minifigures, including the whole LEGO movie gang. Unikitty, Benny the Spaceman, President Business, Vitruvius, and of course, everyone's favorite little LEGO guy, Emmett. Save me a seat at the top. Our number 2 spot is actually an entire theme that's gone under the radar of a lot of LEGO fans today. This is the LEGO Spaceport theme, and the reason it's so low-key is because it was actually retired before the year 2000. Only 19 sets were ever released under this theme, which means they're a little difficult to get your hands on these days. Honestly, this is pretty unfortunate because look at how cool some of these sets are. Like the Mission Control set. It literally has an entire rocket you can build. Or the Lunar Rover set. The minifigure that comes with this one was definitely ahead of its time. I don't know. If you ask me, this theme deserves to make a comeback. LEGO, if you're watching this, make it happen. In the number 3 spot, we have Mr. Magorium's Wonder Emporium. In LEGO form, of course. I didn't even know this set existed before I started making this video, and I was really happy to find it. Mr. Magorium's Wonder Emporium was a perfect rainy day movie when I was a kid, so finding a LEGO set for it was pretty cool. Anyways, this set was released in 2007 and was retired in 2008, so it had a pretty decent shelf life, and with a retail price of $20, it was a pretty good bang for your buck. It had 323 pieces, and after everything was built, you'd end up with 6 completely different builds. I might be making a purchase after this. Up next, instead of an item, the 4th spot is actually held by a video game, but not a traditional one like LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. I'm talking about the LEGO Universe multiplayer online game. I never even played this game, so I'm learning just as much as you guys are here. It was released in 2010 by NetDevil and Warner Brothers Interactive. The game was set in a place called Wonderland, where players could interact with one another by doing missions and creating characters. It was shut down after 2 years in 2012, but before then, it amassed over 2.3 million players. Man, those are some crazy numbers for back then. So then wait, why did they decide to cease all operations? Even though the game was so popular, according to LEGO, it was shut down due to unsatisfactory revenue from the game's target audience. I guess at the end of the day, LEGO is still a business. Getting back to tangible items, I guarantee you guys have never seen this LEGO set before. This is the LEGO UNICEF van, released in 1985. The reason I'm so confident you guys have never seen it is because for one, it's old, like really old, almost 40 years old at this point. Sorry, mom and dad. But for 2, this set was actually a promotional set for the United Nations Children's Fund, or UNICEF. And the only way you could get it was via LEGO Club in Canada. To be honest, I don't even know what the LEGO Club in Canada is. Regardless, the UNICEF truck is still one of the coolest LEGO sets I've ever seen. Up next on my list is the first LEGO set ever released, making it one of the rarest and most forgotten sets of all time. This is the LEGO Garage plate and door from the year 1955. That's a pretty funny name for a LEGO set. It only came with 5 pieces, which were all available in either red or white. Since this was literally the first set LEGO ever distributed, it could only be purchased in Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. You'd think this is enough to make it super rare, right? Well, you're wrong. Because in 1956, just 1 year after the set was first made, LEGO completely stopped production of the base plate for the Garage. It seems like they really wanted to keep this thing rare. In the number 7 spot, we have this promotional Target gift card from 2010. This neat little contraption contained 31 pieces and a gift card valid at any LEGO store. When the 31 pieces were put together, you'd end up with Target's dog, Bullseye. This is honestly a really cool collaboration that I wish I knew about back in the day. Do any of you guys remember Julius the Monkey? Well, he was actually made into a minifigure and released as a keychain all the way back in 2006. LEGO has released a bunch of keychains over the years, from a gold minifigure to even Miles Morales. They've become one of LEGO's most popular accessories. The Julius keychain was retired shortly after its release, so unfortunately it looks like he got lost in the sauce, just like the garage door. Okay, so we all know how much LEGO loves giving out exclusive items at Comic-Con, and this next item is no stranger to that. This is the commemorative commemorative limited edition Batman announcement box, of which only 250 were available at the 2005 Comic-Con. The box contains a Lego Batman and Joker minifigure, along with a gun for the Joker and a rope for Batman to swing on. This item is so rare that a sealed version is worth over $5,000. Goodness, and I thought retail Lego items were too expensive. Coming in at number 10, we have this super rare Boston Red Sox minifigure. This was by far one of the hardest minifigures to obtain when they were being distributed. You had to be at exactly the right place at exactly the right time. That place was Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, and the time was August 19th, 1999. That's right, this minifig was only ever given out one time in the entire history of Lego, and it was at a baseball game. While we're on the topic of baseball, Lego also released this set that looks like a player on the San Francisco Giants. It was released in 2015 and was retired later that year. This was another extremely exclusive set though. For this one, you had to be at AT&T Park on September 12th, 2015, which was labeled the Lego Day game. Who knew Lego liked baseball so much? Up next at number 11, we have the Lego Minotaurus board game. This is a Lego set that actually had a purpose as opposed to decoration. The set comes with 211 pieces, and after they've all been put together, you end up with a fully playable board game. Pretty cool, right? The point of the game was to get 2 of your 3 heroes to their designated section in the middle of the board, all while trying to avoid the Minotaur. This set always reminded me of Percy Jackson, so I really enjoyed playing the game. This next Lego item is sure to connect with your inner child. This is the Lego Bob the Builder Duplo theme. Starting in 2001, this theme actually lasted a pretty long time, all the way up until 2009. Bob the Builder was one of the most popular shows among kids at the time, so I can imagine that the sets were selling very well in stores. Even though the theme spanned over 8 years, only 25 sets released the entire time the theme was active. I guess Bob just can't fix everything. Coming in at number 13 is the Lego Football Grand Soccer Stadium. This set was released in 2006, and just like the Minotaurus board game, it's multi-purpose. After putting together the 386 pieces, you get your very own Lego soccer stadium, equipped with 14 minifigures. Not only does this set look super cool, but it doubles as a tabletop soccer game you can play at any time. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely wouldn't say no to that. It seems like I'm not alone though. Since its release almost 20 years ago, the value has gone up over 300%, now sitting at around $350. Man, these prices are relentless. Nostalgia costs way too much. Moving on from that, at number 14, we have this super old Lego Galaxy Explorer set, all the way back from 1979. This set is exactly what it sounds like. Just a cool little spaceship with some astronauts ready to take on space. Hey look, there's me. Funnily enough, this set also has an insane resale value. It seems like it may have been very popular back in the day, and that popularity might transfer into today's world too. In 2022, this set got fully remastered and was thrown on the shelves for $100 a pop. Since this set is a rerun of a classic, I'd imagine it'd do pretty well with the older crowd of Lego fans. Moving on to the next item, we have the Year of the Ox exclusive set sitting at number 15. This set was released during the Year of the Ox, which, if we check our Chinese calendars, the last time this happened was in 2021. The set is made up of 168 pieces and is a great way to honor the Chinese New Year. The cool thing about this set is that it was actually free in Lego stores. Funnily enough though, not that many people know about it, which is weird considering how available it was during its time on the market. Up next is the Lego Iron Man 40535. This set is a part of a theme that Lego introduced very recently. It's called the Brick Sketches theme, and the idea of the theme is to recreate iconic characters as stylized portraits. The theme was launched in 2020, and since then, Iron Man has been the only set under the theme. It's about to be 2024, so it seems to me that this set and theme overall are definitely going to end up being forgotten as time goes on. Remember that Spider-Man minifigure I was talking about before? Well, I actually have a lot more information on him now. According to multiple Lego websites, the minifigure was part of a set called the Wrestling Scene, which was set to be released in 2002. The thing is, nobody has any information about the set other than that. Bricklink is one of those websites, and they're known for being as thorough as possible with everything Lego, but even their page on the set has question marks all over it. Then on another site called Brick Economy, you can track how many of anything Lego have sold over the years online, and since 2004, the Spider-Man minifigure has only been sold 26 times. I think it's safe to say that this is by far one of the rarest minifigures of all time. The next item at number 18 is the Lego Police Officer Primo. In the words of LEGO themselves, this minifigure is quite literally the one that started it all. My question to you, LEGO, is if that's the case, why have I never seen him in a single one of my LEGO sets? Officer Primo has been around since 1978, and somehow I don't own a single version of him. It's a little unfair if you ask me. Anyway, enough of me being sorry for myself. The next item on my list, coming in at number 19, is the LEGO Town Ice Cream Seller. This is a tiny little set from 1997 that's exactly as the name says. It's just a woman selling some ice cream. The set contains 27 pieces and a minifigure who's primed and ready to scoop some ice cream. Seeing as the set wasn't extremely popular when it came out, there hasn't been much of any talk about it in the LEGO world since. Up next at number 20 is the LEGO Alex set from the Brickheads theme. Alex is also part of the Minecraft theme, so you'd think this set would be pretty popular, but that's definitely not the case. The set was released in April of this year, and as of a month ago, it's already been put into retirement. That's an insanely short amount of shelf time for a LEGO set, but I think I know the reason. In my opinion, Brickheads is one of the weirdest looking LEGO themes of all time. So to me, it's no surprise that it didn't do so well. It might be time to call it quits with the Brickheads theme, LEGO. The next item at number 21 is this LEGO Wild Windup set. Despite every other item on this list being unique in their own way, this one is by far the coolest. This set is part of the Creator theme, which is a theme that was made for the people. It's very similar to the LEGO Ideas theme, except with this one, there are designated builders who make sets for this theme only. It's been on a hiatus for a little bit, but it's now under the name LEGO for Adults. Anyways, getting back to the set, it can be assembled in multiple different ways. My personal favorite is the one that looks like a blender, although I'm not sure if it can actually be used as one. Nonetheless, it still looks pretty cool. The next item on the list is the LEGO Surveillance Scooter. This set was released in 1995 and only has 23 pieces to its name. Fun fact about this set, it didn't even come in a box. LEGO decided to put it in a poly bag because there were so little pieces. There isn't anything too special about this set, but any LEGO fan can appreciate vintage LEGO. And finally, the 23rd LEGO item on this list is the LEGO Care Center from 1987. This set has that vintage LEGO look that you just can't get from anywhere else. It's so simple, and yet at the same time, there's so much going on. The set contains 308 pieces and 5 minifigures, making for a perfect little LEGO hospital. Funnily enough, this set has gone way up in value since the 80s. As of today, it would cost you about $550 to get one of these sets in your hands. Talk about price gouging. What was your favorite LEGO item in this video? Be sure to let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.